All right. I'm fashionably late, but we got there. Okay. Whew. Back to looking rough, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, if you're watching this live or if you're watching this on the replay, I appreciate you for checking in with your boy. Time is one of the most important things that we have, so I never take it for granted that we actually able to spend some time together, man. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Happy Memorial Day. Hopefully y'all had some good food or something, you know, a little barbecue or something. Let's see here. Let's see. What we got in the building, man. All right, let's see. We got Wanda, Sheer, Andrea, Smith, LLM, Gigi is in the building, Price is in the building. What else we got, man? Sandy is in the building. Okay, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's lock in, man. Let's lock in. I'm here. It's time to lock in, man. Hopefully all you guys got y'all drinks or y'all food or whatever y'all got. Let's kick back, relax, man, and let's lock in. But before we let me exit this real quick. But before we do, man, did you guys see that documentary on Netflix about that Mackenzie chick? Yo, this weekend was pretty much I was just relaxing most of the time, you know, and I kicked back, got some ice cream, Haagen-Dazs only, man, Haagen-Dazs only, turned on some Netflix, bam, there it was right in front of my face on the home screen, Mackenzie, man. And I watched it, and everybody's saying, you know, Netflix didn't even do it justice. They saying the Hulu version, the episode that they did on Hulu is way better. So I gotta tap in and see what that's talking about. But yeah, man, I see her all over the place. She is all on my timeline. Mackenzie. I'm like, God damn. She finally get what she wanted, which was to be famous, man. Queen, what's happening, man? You know? But anyway, that's that. Let's get into this. Today we got a video from the Bloody Bunny. This video literally came out a couple of hours ago. Okay, I popped on YouTube, started searching. All right, let's see what we could get. Boom, the Bloody Bunny blessed us with a video, man. Just dropped, man. So this is fresh off the press. All right, probably nobody's seen it besides LLM because she sees every video. But besides that, yeah. Let's get to it, man. Casey is in the building. What's happening? Okay, so we got a video from the Bloody Bunny and the Scary Cherry. Okay, it's a joint venture between them. They probably own the same channel. Okay, and the title of the video is Evil Daughter Stages Home Invasion to Kill Her Mother. Okay, let's go. Let's get into it. Let's lock in.
Wait, she's in the ground. So there's...
Who is it?
My mom!
This is 19-year-old Sydney Powell, who's just walked into a scene that is every child's worst nightmare.
I'm the dad. Okay, Sydney. I don't know. Okay. I don't know.
Daddy!
What? What the hell? Where's my wife?
The window's broken, Dad!
Where?
The back window's broken in!
But as the case takes shape, the investigators will realize that the culprit has been right in front of them the whole time and will go to any lengths to keep a secret with devastating consequences.
Really bad news. Your wife passed away.
On March 3rd, 2020, officers from Summit County, Ohio, make contact with a blood-soaked Sydney.
Who is it?
My mom! Someone broke in the back window.
All right, hold on.
She's on the ground. And there's
Where's your mom?
No, there's so much blood. No, please!
Man!
She's in the window! No!
Stop! Hold on, we gotta figure out what's going on. Take her outside.
Come on.
Come on.
Is she gonna be okay?
Come on.
I
Come on. You just need to cooperate with me, all right?
want my dad.
Huh?
I want my dad.
What happened? What's going on? What's going on?
We heard a bang. We heard a bang. And she told me to get out. And then I heard screaming. So I came back and she was on the ground.
Okay, you heard a
Right
bang.
out back. There was a bang. Someone broken.
Sydney tells police there was a break-in, but soon they will come to suspect something much darker.
What is your name?
Sydney.
Are you cut?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're cut somewhere.
I don't think so.
Yeah, your hand.
No, I was helping her. I grabbed her.
All right, stop. I'll tell you what, can you sit on the ground here real quick? Come on.
You said the ground.
Yeah, you're fine right there.
No.
You're fine right there. The minor, they might have a more, I don't know, check that victim in there.
Okay, one thing that stands out to me is that she said, "I want my dad," right? And we see these a lot of times on these body cam videos and stuff like that. It's always, "I want my mom. Let me call my mom," right? But here's one thing that happens a lot of times. You hear the saying, "Mama's boy, daddy's girl," right? You hear that saying a lot. It's a saying for a reason. Either you get along with both of your parents, that's great, whatever. But a lot of times you see that moms are typically closer with the boys, right? And then you see girls be typically closer with their dad, right? And with this being a crime, and we kind of can already put two and two together, the way that is being played out, she had something to do with her mom passing away. Now, for you to go that extreme is pretty nuts, okay? You're not wrapped too tight. But for her to have conflict with her mom does not necessarily surprise me, okay? What's up? We got DK in the building. Nicole's here. All right. Oh, my Russian guy's here. What's going on, man? So yeah, that's one thing I got to say. So let's go. Let's continue.
Back inside, the police find Sydney's mother, 50-year-old Brenda Powell, who has been bludgeoned and stabbed multiple times.
It looks like she's gonna be a 22 with a slash to her throat. Big old frying pan.
Additional officers clearing the house found even more carnage.
Double check the basement. Akron Police, anybody down here? Anybody down here? Make yourself known right now if you are. Akron Police!
The scene upstairs is so grisly that blood has leaked through the floor and is now pouring down the wall into the basement. However, there is no sign of the intruder Sydney said is responsible. But the police don't even know why someone might want to harm Brenda, much less so brutally. In fact, this looked less like a theft and more like vengeance. This is a problem for later, because despite the shocking amount of blood, Brenda still has a pulse, and officers attempt life-saving measures. Outside, officers work to secure the scene.
I'll start to get the back here.
Nice house, looking like a decent neighborhood.
What's that? Just tape off everything. I got the roll right there up on the front. I went and cleared the basement, and there's somebody living down there, so I don't know if there's somebody younger that's not here, look like a male. So you know. Who's coming? It looks like it, but I was just telling him, I was in the basement clearing it, and it looks like there's a guy living down there that's not here right now, unless it's this guy, but I doubt it.
The scene gets even more chaotic when Brenda's husband and Sydney's father, Stephen, arrives.
I don't know. We just got
I'm the dad.
Okay,
Sydney.
what's-
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Daddy!
What? What the hell? Where's my wife?
The window's broken, Dad!
Where?
The back window's broken in!
So you're gonna have the
Daddy!
officers inside there. So
I don't know! There
go
was
check
so much
this lady in the
blood!
house. Okay. She's got minor cuts.
Stand back. Stay back.
Hello, Sydney? Can you hear me? Sydney. Here we are.
Despite the best efforts of first responders, she remains in critical condition.
Can you sit down? Take her outside.
Got you.
Come on.
Come on. Is she gonna be okay?
I'm surprised they let them back in. This is a crime scene.
All right. I'll grab everybody's gloves.
She's got a pulse. Okay. She's in P. She might be in PEA.
In the ambulance, paramedics learn the staggering extent of Brenda's injuries.
She got some fucked up. She got stab wounds all over her face.
I saw those.
I would say blunt force trauma to the top left side of her head. Right, into her face.
Yeah, I saw the
For
slices
those
to her
fracture
throat.
up that quick. Mirror here. All right, so let's fucking just not.
Only time will tell if Brenda can survive her terrible wounds. But back on the scene, the police struggle to understand what might have happened while speaking to Stephen. First, though, he needs to alert the rest of the family to the horrible situation and places an urgent call to Brenda's mother.
General, I think should probably go to the same place. Is she let me ask you, is she having a problem with a guy at school or no?
No, nothing.
Okay.
Hey there, can you come up here? They're taking Brenda to General Hospital. I don't know. I'm in the back of a cop car. There's about probably 10 cops. Supposedly it looks like a break-in, but I don't know what the fuck's going on. But they're taking her to Akron General.
It don't look like no break-in. That's just what she's saying. It don't look like no break-in. Oh, okay. Sandy, what's going on? Love to Tracy tonight. What happened with Tracy? What's up, Tracy? Let me see who else came in here. Tracy is in here. Tammy is here. Anybody else came in? Nah, that's it. Yeah, shout out Tracy, man. Much love to Tracy. All right, let's do it. But what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Train of thought, man. Train of thought. I lost my train of thought. Thank you. Wait, hold on. Wait, is something really going on? Wait, hold on. I gotta look at the comments. Hold on now. Something really going on? I know y'all be having y'all own little chats, you know. Scroll up. Are you okay? Radiation. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, Tracy, get better. Yeah, that could be a lot. That's tough, man. That could, that could definitely weigh heavy on you. Make sure you all right. Stay with us, But hey, we can continue watching. But yeah, definitely get better though, for sure. Oh, Tracy in the hospital. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, feel better for sure.
I don't know what to do with Andrew.
Look at that. You in the hospital and you watching me. I'm honored.
Come back here. There's just blood everywhere in there, Dave.
No, he won't be able to come back here. I mean, maybe you can go to our house if you want.
Next, Stephen shares something else that turns the entire case on its head.
Do I need to call Brenda's mom?
Probably should.
Fuck.
don't you?
What the hell's going on?
All I can tell you is I know that they're both injured.
How bad is it?
I didn't see Brenda. I don't know.
Well, they were in there a while. There was no rush.
I know that they want to get her to the hospital as quick as possible. So.
Sydney didn't have any obvious issues, but her dad asked something that suggested he thought otherwise.
Yeah. They thinking she did this.
I don't know what happened. Come on. I wish I did. I pulled up too.
While this might seem like a shocking thing for a father to suspect, something Sydney mentions leads police to believe that Stephen might be right. But what could possibly motivate a child to attack her mother so ruthlessly?
I grabbed the knife.
Police now have to wonder if Sydney herself is behind the vicious attack, especially after they learned something else.
I was on the phone with a rep from Malone. Anyway, they were on the phone with the older of these two. This is a mom and daughter, apparently. Said in the middle of their conversation, they just heard a terrible fight, and then the line went dead.
Police will soon learn more about this phone call, which will raise even more questions. However, finding answers is about to get much harder.
We don't. Does she have any mental?
No. No, she was having a little trouble at school at Mount Union, and she came back home to try and work things out. Just today is when I found it. I think she has been going to class for the last couple of weeks.
So she just came home today?
Yeah, today. It's like 11 o'clock.
Nobody realizes it yet, but understanding what happened at the university will play a crucial role in understanding the crime.
Sydney!
Oh, what is going on with
Sydney!
This?
What's going on?
Whoa, we got a $25 super chat from Georgia, from Tracy. Wow. This live donated to, or not donated, but is dedicated to Tracy, man. This live is definitely dedicated to Tracy, man. She been locked in, man. Dang. It's crazy, you know, when you think about things, it's like you never know what somebody's going through in life, you know? Everyone, you know, you got Memorial Day, you got you know, there's people that celebrate, and there's people that's having barbecues and this and that and the third, and then there's people that's, you know, struggling right now and different things like that, man. But we able to all come together, you know, because I don't know you guys from a can of paint, and y'all don't know me, you know what I mean? And we all able here to come together and just talk and all of that stuff, you know. And I seen a comment that somebody made yesterday on a video. Oh, it was the last video I made last night when I was a little intoxicated, okay? Excuse that video, but hey, I just wanted to get 5 videos out, but I was struggling, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. But a guy commented on there, and he was like, I could really care less about the videos, but I just come here to you know, watch and see what you got to say for the entertainment or whatever. And I'm like, you know, I read that and it was like, damn, motherfuckers actually find me entertaining. Motherfuckers actually care what I got to say. You know, it's still a shocking thing to me personally. You know what I mean? Been on here for a little while, but you know, I do love this community, man. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. And it's because of you guys. I make the content, but you guys make it feel like a family. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, let's continue, man. Dang.
Sir, who called you?
Chief. Okay. Because Mount Union called the chief. Said there's somebody in distress. Can I cover him?
coming. I mean, they're coming.
Yeah, that's them right there.
Yeah. Sydney, can you tell me what happened? Huh? Sydney. Sydney.
Sydney is no longer answering any questions, and with no idea if she has additional injuries, the police summon a second ambulance to take her to the hospital as well.
Hey, boss. What do we need in there? What's going on?
I don't know if we need anything.
She wasn't. Okay. All right.
Can you hear me?
Actually, I can grab it now.
Man, she playing games.
She's not acting right?
No, she's not acting right.
All right. What was she involved with?
Well, she
What
better
is
act
this?
right.
Well, we don't know.
Riding with her?
We're good. We're good. Go with that.
Hey, somebody needs a ride with her. Somebody needs a ride with her.
At the hospital, Sydney received treatment for the cuts on her hands and other injuries. But she gave no further explanation on how she got them or what happened to her mother, leaving the police with a theory they need to discuss with Steven. But he doesn't know yet that this conversation will change his family forever.
This is the consent to search here.
Steven agrees to let the police search his house, then begins his tale with the events of that fateful morning.
Oh, okay.
He said there was a call, went out, a distress call from the University of Mount Union where my daughter was going, and said, female in distress. I said, well, that's funny because Brenda's there, my wife. So I said, well, let me call. So I called Brenda. Rings on her cell phone. No answer. I call Sydney back. Rings. No answer. I call Brenda back. Ring. No answer. I'm pacing around. I call Gene back, and as I'm on the phone with him, telling him there's no answer, my doctor calls me back. I said, oh, Mom's on the phone with Mount Union. He said, well, the cops are on the way. And she went, there was a break-in, and she just started going off. She said, well, there's been somebody broke into the house. There's blood everywhere.
Said your wife was on the phone with Mount Union.
Yes. And as soon as I said, cops are on the way, the hysteria started.
Is she still attending?
Well, as far as we knew up until today, yes, but apparently not for the last, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks. She's been coming home on and off on the weekends, a little, just odd, little frequently. Never seemed odd for sorts, you know. I mean, it's acted perfectly normal. But she came back, and I'm like questioning, well, why aren't you at school? Why are you coming home? And, you know, it's all the same, just, you know, the vague non-answers. And, well, you know, I'm kind of looking, I'm like, oh, well, you're not where you're supposed to be. This is kind of weird. So I called her on it, and I said, you know, Mom, because I went on, so then I tried to go on the Mount Union website and say, I figured, I was going to see if there's anything on that. Parents only have so much, you know. Right. I'm willing to pay the bill and everything, but if you want to find anything about it, you're out of luck. Right. So, but I figured I'm going to try. So I signed on. It says your password or your login or password ID doesn't work. I'm like, well, that's weird. So I recovered my password, and I put in the right answer, and it didn't work. And I did that a few times, and I texted her back and said, something's not working. What's wrong? She comes up with something that says the website's down, basically, and you know, but I'm working on it. But nothing seems out of the ordinary until maybe it was today, I tried to get back. Oh, Mount Union calls me today, because I sent them an email that says, my user ID is this, my ID is this, my password's not working, my recovery answer won't work, and I know where I was born, I know my car, and it does when you type in your recovery email. The system just it didn't recognize it. So I sent Mount Union Billing an email and says basically, what's wrong? So she called me back today and says, well, the reason you can't get on, long story short, is your daughter's unenrolled. So I'm like, what's going on? So I text Sydney. I'm like, oh, give me a call. I have a question to ask you. I call her, no answer. I say, give me a call, I have a question to ask you. And I look on that little Life 360 app, and her car was at home. I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. So I leave my phone at home so she can't track me.
When Stephen spoke with Sydney, she admitted she had been suspended from Mount Union, but no one had realized that this had sent the family hurtling towards tragedy.
And I go home, and there she is. She's at home. Perfectly normal. She's crying because I said, what's going on? Are you not going to school? She goes, I'm overwhelmed in school, and I don't really like what I'm doing, and it seems like it's a waste of my time and your money. I said, well, but that's all part of it. Nobody's going to tell you you need to do what you're doing when you're 20. You need to figure it out. But you have to work through the problem. You can't just ignore the problem and have it go away. It's not.
Yeah, he's right. You know what I mean? I you know, on one end, you know, I'm a college dropout as well. You know, but you should be able to openly be able to talk to your parents about that and maybe come up with some other options. You know, if school isn't a route for you, okay, well, what is it that you want to do or whatever, you know, and be able to work towards those other goals. You know, in my case, school, I just went for the experience. Didn't really do that well grade wise and stuff like that, but I already had a job lined up and I was just waiting to turn 21. So, you know, in my case, the story is the way it goes is when I was a senior in high school, I took the correction officer's exam. I passed the exam, but you have to be 21 years old to be able to accept the job. So I went to college, you know what I'm saying? I don't got nothing to do, you know what I mean? But I have to waste time until I'm 21 years old because I'm gonna be a CO, you know? So it's like, you know, when I was a child, all I was either gonna be like a WWE wrestler or a cop. Those were the two things that I wanted to be like when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? And a CO is right in the middle. You a wrestler, you know what I'm saying? You go get them together. Like, we got to keep it honest here. You getting them together, but then you also got a little bit of cop in there. You know, you're the cop of inside of prisons. So, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, college to me was, you know, was my family disappointed and stuff like that? Sure, you know, sure they were. But it's not like I was somebody without a plan, you know what I mean? Like I had a plan, you know? So in her case, she may not like school. School is not for everybody. That's understandable. But you got to be able to talk about it with your parents and figure out and come up with a plan. You know, what you going to do? You don't want to go to school. Okay. Well, are you going to go to trade school? You going to pick up a trade? What? We need carpenters. We need plumbers. We need, you know, I know ladies don't want to do that type of work, but, you know, are you going to pick up a trade? Are you going to go to cosmetology school? What? You got to do something. You got to do something. What, you want to go in the military? Something, man. You got to do something, you know? So, I don't know, you know, why she just decided to hide it from her parents as if they would never find out. They're going to find out. Like, they're going to find out for sure. Shoot. Cindy says, I have one kid with a master's degree and the other one barely graduated high school. Listen, I was, high school, I was right in the middle of the road, man. I was in the middle of the road. I gotta be honest. I was like a B student. You know, not A's, but not C's and D's, but you know, I was like a B student, but man, like, shoot, man. Yeah, when towards the end, I had people doing my homework for me. Like, it was crazy because I got a little job. You know what I'm saying? Probably the last 6 months of school, man, I was paying the nerds to do my stuff. Like, and shout out to the nerds. Gotta, you know, but I had two guys I was paying, yo, because I was working, so paying, yo, here, do this for me. Yeah. Oh, man. The good old days. High school, man.
I'm sorry, when did you have that conversation?
Today, like 11:30.
However, when the police sat down with one of Sydney's friends, she would tell them a very different story.
Okay. Okay, yeah, no problem.
If you sure you don't want anything to drink, or?
I'm good, I probably.
Hi, this is my partner. This is Detective Bertina.
How are you? I'm good, how are you? Nice
Looks like I've seen you before, though.
Maybe.
You ever come here to see your dad?
I did when he retired.
Okay.
I haven't been here often.
So, Laura, first of all, thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
We know that this whole thing's difficult for you, and you're trying to make sense of it, and so are we. We're just talking to you about what you know, not about what you've heard or anything.
Okay.
Just trying to find out as much as we can, so we can, kind of make sense of this ourselves. How did you? When did you first meet? And how long have you known each other?
I've known Sydney for 6 years. We met the first day of summer gym in high school, and then we were best friends ever since. Very close. Housing or something, just like we shared a room and had like put names on the doors, and her name wasn't on it when we got back, and we were confused about that. And she said it's because they messed up because she didn't sign the forms right or something, but it kind of never got fixed. And then she left. And my friends and I were just worried because we didn't even know if she got any books for her classes. Like, we were trying to ask her questions like that. And like, she's like, no, I have books and I have stuff for my classes. But like, I do homework all the time. And I don't think I saw her doing a lot of homework the last couple of weeks.
And how did?
So I guess the dorm people do that?
Yeah, so the RAs do that.
Okay.
So we were like, oh, what happened? Like, maybe you should go ask the RA, because people were asking, like, why is her name on the door? I'm like, I don't know. So she was kind of hesitant to ask the RA, so that's when we were kind of just like, what's going on? Like, my sweet mate, Alyssa, and I were asking, like, oh, what's going on? And Sydney's just said that when she signed out the forms wrong, so she was meeting with residents like a lot in the last couple weeks to kind of figure out, like, to get her stuff back, because then when her name wasn't on the door, her dorm key, like the thing to get into the dorm building, it stopped working. And so, but then it started working again, because she went over to Res Life and they turned it back on. So I don't know what happened.
So what? She flunked out and she lost access to housing? That's what I would be guessing. She flunked out, and if you're not in school, you can't stay at housing. So that's my guess.
But that's what she said. Her mom and her were best friends. Probably, like, they did everything together. Like, one of the reasons she went home was to be with her mom.
You tried talking to her parents at all, or that they were going to have, that they were involved in her future plans at all?
Yeah, I know she definitely, especially when she left, she talked to her mom about leaving, and they kind of made that decision together to leave Mount. Tuesday morning, we woke up and she was talking, she's like, I need to tell you something. My family and I decided that it'd be better to take the rest of the semester off, and I have to leave today. And then she packed up all of her stuff and kind of told all of her friends, and then she left that Tuesday with all of her stuff.
Everything Lauren said made it sound like Sydney was in trouble at school long before her parents had an inkling of the situation. But Lauren wasn't done yet. But something else that the police learned suggested that this was just the tip of the iceberg when it came to Sydney's secrets. Meanwhile, Stephen described the final lead up to the attack.
I called, and I think it went, I don't know if it, 12:51 a call from Jeep, then at 12:52 I called Brenda, 12:53 I called Sydney, 12:53 I called Brenda, 12:54 I called Jeep and said there's no answer.
They had learned something else disturbing from an employee at Mount Union. Apparently, when the dean of students was on the phone with Brenda and heard violence break out, The line went dead. The dean called back multiple times, and eventually someone answered, claiming to be Brenda, but it sounded like Sydney. Police believe this gap in communication is when the attack occurred. At this point, two more people joined the conversation with Stephen in preparation for a difficult revelation yet to come.
How are you?
Okay.
This is Miranda.
So then that was it. Then after that, then I left once I talked to Sydney, and I hightailed it home. Go where I need to be. That's fine. That's fine. That's.
So how long has she been acting funny?
It's just been a couple weeks. I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't remember when she came home that first time, kind of out of the blue, but that was, always been, shy and, reserved, and that was always the problem is, she never says anything. So, well, Brenda said she didn't realize she was having her period until tampons were missing. Excuse my language. So that's just the kind of person that she was. It was all, internalized, and that's why I told her now. I said, look, nobody can help you if you don't tell what the problem is.
Did she say anything else about the break-in or anything like that?
Just hysterics. Said there was a break-in and there's blood everywhere, and I'm like, where's your mother? And she's just nothing.
When Lauren said more about Sydney's growing issues at Mount Union, it became clear that Sydney had kept the extent of her struggles secret from her parents until it was too late.
Like, look, this is, I'm really having problems, and this is, I have to, look, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Tell us when you think that it really started affecting her, often.
Like her anxiety? Well, I know she's had anxiety for a while, but I think it was this last semester, starting coming back in January, is when it really started. She was kind of more upset because she really didn't know what she wanted to do, and she didn't like her classes.
The time you spent together at Mount Union, you said that she really wasn't, couldn't find something that she was interested in.
I think her most interest, was psychology, learning about that stuff, but other than just hanging out with her friends, educational wise, it was kind of hard for her. I think in January is when it really started. She was kind of more upset because she really didn't know what she wanted to do, and she didn't like her classes. Because that's what I could tell she was getting more upset, more sad. And I told her, I was I'm here. You can tell me I'm here for you. If you need anything, I'm here. But she never really opened up until she was leaving and saying that she was struggling with school and that she was kind of trying to figure out what was going on. And that's when I started to try to help her. And then she ultimately decided to leave, which I thought would maybe be good for her, just to get her mind off the rest of the semester and then come back or go to Akron or something the next.
No. 90% of the time, once you leave school, you ain't coming back. You know how they say it's best to just go straight on through, go from high school to do all your school in one shot, because you already in that mode. If you take a break, I want to take a break, I want to take a year and travel and all that. When that year is up, it just makes it harder and harder for you to get back into that mode. So that she's saying, leave, take some time, come back next semester. That shit is out. But not going to school is not the end of the world. I don't understand how there has to be more. There has to be more to this, because not going to school or not finishing college is not the end of the world. It's like, you know, all right, if you dropped out of high school, hey, I might have some issues with that. High school is too easy. But if you don't want to go to college or whatever, whoop-de-doo. I'm one of those guys that, you know, unless you have to go to college for whatever it is that you want to do, you don't have to go to college. Like, I'm not that, like, if you want to do it. But, you know, if you're trying to become a nurse, you have to go to school. You want to be a lawyer, you have to go to school. You want to be a teacher, you have to go to school. You know, all of these things that you know, these types of jobs that where you need to go to school is, you know, it's understandable. But if you go in there to get a business degree, you can learn business on YouTube, man. Like, it's like, come on, man. You know, you go in there to get a, what do they call that joint? What is it? Liberal arts, general arts, some shit like that. Whatever. The basic, if you go into school, what the hell you doing, man? That's just a waste of money. That's a waste of money. You know, yeah, you make your people proud. Yeah, great, you know, but you just in debt, man. It's just a waste of time, waste of money. You know, that's how I look at it. But you got to know, but the key to that also is you have to know what you want to do with your life. If you don't even have an idea what you want to do with your life, then you're better off. You're probably better off not going until you figure it out and then go, versus just going because your parents is pressuring you or whatever, you think that's the right thing to do, and you're going for some BS that is going to amount to nothing, because most people with degrees don't even work whatever job that they got their degree in, you know? So it's just, but the key to it though is you have to know what you want to do. If you don't know, then you better off staying at home, probably working, figuring it out, and then go. But man, I don't think dropping out of school is worth killing your parent over. Like, I mean, that's just insane to me.
Fall semester, kind of, and hoping that would help her.
So when was that like conversation, as opposed to when she left?
That conversation, maybe a week before she left, a week or so before, saying I think she struggled in her classes. I don't think her grades were the best, but she didn't really tell me that because I wasn't really struggling. But I think you could tell, kind of, especially at the end, that she just wasn't like doing her best. In high school, she was very
sitting in a seat in a classroom.
I can't tell you that, no, because we had classes at the same time.
What was Sydney taking?
Well, she started off in exercise science freshman year, her first semester, but then she didn't like the classes, so she switched over to psychology and sociology, but then she didn't really like that, so this year she switched to education, and then she didn't like that either, and that's one of the reasons she left, just because she really couldn't find what she liked. So if she's stressed about something, she kind of gets a little worked up over it. She went through a period in high school.
But despite everything she told the police, Lauren said she never could have anticipated what Sydney would do.
Like I said, Sydney and her mom were so close, and I kind of just was like, what do you mean? I think I was shocked and confused for a lot of it. And then I kind of, when I was on vacation, kind of figured that this happened, that something happened with her mom and her, and I don't know what. But I've been going, I can't really help other than tell you guys what I know, I guess. I knew I can't do anything other than just be there for Sydney.
It shocked you?
Yeah, it shocked me. I kind of was just kind of, you know, like I was just like, no, kind of like, maybe didn't believe it at first. I was like, no, Sydney and her mom, like, maybe something else happened, somebody else was there, but obviously that wasn't the case. So I was just really shocked about it.
Have you talked to...
Back with Steven, it was finally time for the police to share the awful outcome of the attack.
Wife passed away.
Tragically, Brenda succumbed to her injuries. In addition to blunt force trauma from the cast iron skillet found beside her, she had been stabbed 30 times in the face and neck.
What happened?
Woo! I don't think someone broke into the house. I don't know if you're right or not, or got it or not physical.
Imagine getting smacked upside the head with a cast iron skillet. Oh my. Ooh, oh boy. Yo. And then they said stabbed 30 times? This is like, what they say? I gotta run it back, man. What they say? She got stabbed up? This is what I mean with them. I said this before, like, people that cut and stab and things like that, it's really like, it's so personal. It's really personal versus somebody that just shoots a gun. Like, like that's not, nah, you know what I mean? It was somebody that's getting there, smacking, bones crushing, like watching the look on their face as they, go to get sent up there to the afterlife. Like, it's foul. That is so personal. Boy.
In addition to blunt force trauma from the cast iron skillet found beside her, she had been stabbed 30 times in the face and neck.
See, that's the part I'm talking about. It's bad enough you did that to her with a cast iron skillet with the, boy, that thing heavy. How you even, she's a tiny little thing. How she even, like, but anyway, to poke somebody 30 times in the face and neck is foul, man. It's foul. Some of you guys are mothers. Imagine carrying your child for 9 months, raising them, trying to put them on the right path. And they flip on you like this. That's crazy. That's insane. I gave you everything you wanted and I check out like that by my own kid. Oh man. Boy.
What happened?
Over some bad grades? What the fuck?
I don't think someone broke into the house. I don't know if you're right or not, or got it or not physical. The window was broken, but there's no forced entry into the house. The window's broken, but nobody actually came through that window. And the sliding door was unlocked. So, did you wait for a time around like really heated?
There's another investigation that has to happen.
Probably it's 3 hours.
It's 3 hours.
I don't want to go home. I want to go.
No, that's understandable. We have our Bureau of Criminal Investigations coming in to do the process the same times.
Can I go to the hospital? City? Am I allowed to go?
Try to.
I don't know.
Who do you want to go see? Your wife?
Yeah.
Okay. They're probably not going to let you see her. I don't know what their protocol is at the hospital. I can always call and see.
Or see my mom is there, or my or her mom.
Yeah. I mean, you go wherever you want to go. We don't have you. You're not in custody. You can go where you want. What you want. I probably would not go to see your daughter.
What's going on there?
Well, she has a few minor cuts on her and stuff, but she got
too. She's going to jail.
Wow. I lost 2. He's heartbroken, man. He just lost the love of his life, who he made it with and created this. And she does the unthinkable. And so now he's without his daughter and he knows, he's realizing it.
Robert, wife's dead.
But it wasn't over yet. The rest of the family still needed to be told.
My son's here?
Yes. We got him for school because
Mom's dead. No, I don't know. Mommy, I don't know what happened yet. Sydney's hurt. I don't know what happened here. It's just you. Sydney, thank you. I know Sydney's not dead. Oh my God, thank you. But I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. What are you? Huh? What are you going to do? I don't know. I have no idea, buddy. You're going to survive. What are we going to do? I don't know. As soon as we can. They're going to see where she is. Maybe you can go home for a while. Did they have her home? Yes.
But there was one person noticeably absent from all this questioning: Sydney.
you want Derek?
Fucking pathetic.
Obviously, police were eager to hear her side of the story, but despite the huge loss to the Powell family, Sydney never spoke with the police to explain her actions. Based on the conversations with her father and friends, detectives determined that she had lashed out when Brenda discovered she had been removed from Mount Union, desperate to keep her secret. After her arrest, Sydney was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and a psychologist stated that she only—
Wait, that's her? She looked completely different. She gained some weight.
After her arrest, Sydney was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and a psychologist stated that she only appeared to remember fragments of the attack on her mother and said she was in a state detached from reality during the crime. Nonetheless, in September of 2023, Sydney Powell was found guilty of murder, assault, and tampering with evidence, despite pleading insanity. She was sentenced to life in prison with eligibility for parole in 15 years. However, in 2024, Sydney successfully appealed her sentence, and her case and the decision are pending. Despite her actions forever altering her family, Stephen believes that Sydney's actions were a result of mental illness rather than malice, and is hopeful that Sydney will be released. He does not believe Brenda would want their daughter to spend her life behind bars.
Nah, that's bullshit, man. How the hell she even get an appeal? So somebody messed up somehow. But even 15 to life, that's nasty work, man. That's nasty work. 15 to life that's not enough. The only thing that we could compare this to is the what's the chick that's going viral right now? I forget her name. Oh, the Mackenzie chick. She got 15 to life for 2, and she got 2 bodies. 15 to life. This one, and that was a car accident. Yeah, she did it on purpose, yada yada. You know, that's a car accident. But this chick smacked her mom upside the head with a skillet, and then just in the face and neck 30 times, and you get 15 for that? 15? I get it. You know, murder is murder, right? But even with murder, there's different levels, man. There's levels. Like, there's levels. This was insane. She smacked her mom upside the head with the boom, cast iron. Got her to, what? And then just, no, what? Wow. 15? You got people in jail, got more years for drug charges. You got people in jail right now that's doing 25 for weed when weed was illegal. Yeah, 20 years. You got people in there for those types of 15 for a body for your own mom and the crime, the scene that was there, like come on, man, come on. And then you get an appeal, so you probably gonna get less time. That's wild. That's completely wild, man. That is completely wild. Yeah, so anyway, that's the video for the day, man. Woo! Man, I gotta go. I got some videos that I gotta drop. I ain't doing them yet, but yeah, so you know, stay tuned. 5 videos will be dropping tonight. You know, it'll be a little later, you know, probably next hour or 2 hours, you know. But yeah, that's that, man. This is just insane. 15 years seem like the magic mark. Like, that's what everybody getting for bodies nowadays. 15? Damn. Mackenzie got 15 for 2 bodies. 15 to life, because now she does have an elbow at the end, you know, she does have life at the end. But if you doing good behavior and everything like that, you do have a chance to get out. But my thing is, like, you shouldn't even have a chance to get out. Like, this chick, it should be over. Like, just life over. You're done. Like, bye, see ya, out of here. The Mackenzie chick should be life, just gone. Get out of here. Not 15 to life, you know, where now you're leaving it in the palms of somebody else's hands every 2 years. Once 15 years come, you go to parole board, you get denied, then you'll go every, 2 years or so or whatever. But you could get a good parole board and they'll grant you freedom. That's not fair to the victims. That's not fair to the victims, man. But yeah, man. Anyway, Tracy, feel better. All right. Definitely get better. Everybody else, if you're going through something, feel better as well. Yeah, so like I said, some more videos will be dropping tonight. But that's it, man. I'm gonna catch you guys on Wednesday, and that's pretty much the end of that. Collins, you late. What's going on? You late. We wrapping it up now. But yeah, what's going on? But yeah, anyway, like I said, Wednesday, we got it live, all right? And that's it. You guys have a good rest of y'all night. Oh, nah, the Knicks is playing. Oh, yeah, nah. I don't know. Hey, hold on. Oh, yeah, I forgot. The Knicks is playing right now. Oh, yeah. We about to go 4-0, get them together. We go to the NBA Finals. So hold on. I don't know if any videos will be up tonight. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot. If they do, if not, they'll be up in the morning. I got you. Don't worry. But the Knicks is playing, okay? We haven't been to the finals in decades, okay? So we gotta, but yeah, all right. So you guys have a good rest of y'all night. I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side. I'll see you Wednesday for the live on Wednesday. And that's that, man.